Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. That's terrible. I hope nobody got hurt. Ooh, that's a beautiful tree.
Beautiful tree outside, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's like that time of year where, like, everything starts coming back again. Feeling better this week? Yeah. That's good. Alright. So what you been working on?
Everything.
Okay. You done more of that transcription we started with Ben Kelly?
Yeah, I think
Yeah?
I did a bit more.
Okay, cool. Let's check out. Well, let's start with. You choose what we start with today. We'll go from there. Okay, use the 4. Alright, let's put the backing track on. What is this? Cool. Connected. Alright. So we'll do the head in, your solo, and head out, okay?
Okay.
And remember, there's a repeat.
Yeah.
There you go.
Practicing that.
Good. All right. Here we go. 1, 2. Let's do it from the solo part and then we go to the head up. Okay, so what's going on with the shell voicings on the left hand?
Okay, so.
Very close. So for the E flat minor 7, you want to make sure you have a G flat,
Oh.
right? Because it's minor. There you go. You want to have G flat and C. There you go, right? Because it's A flat 7. No, F sharp. So what you're doing right there, you're doing the guide tones, which is just the 3rd and 7th. For the shell voicings.
Oh, it's this one.
Yes. There you go. F minor, right? So F E flat.
F A flat.
E flat.
Oh.
A flat minor 7. So A flat G flat. Sure, you can do that, though I would suggest maybe, yeah, that might be better in this case. A flat, G flat.
I can't reach it.
Yeah, you can. A flat, G flat.
Oh. I thought it was up there.
Well, now you're doing just G flat. Look at you. Yeah. There you go. So for that thing, you could just do. There you go. F sharp E, right? Because it's F sharp. No, sorry, G minor. So it's G F, right? There you go. Right there. So that's something I was gonna mention. So you see how you're playing an E natural in the melody? Yes, because it's flat. There's a key signature. Yes. Good. Good. No, your melody. Left hand is okay, but move this to F. F sharp E, left hand. There you go. Yeah. So I would say practice that much more. Actually, if anything, practice just doing the melody plus your solo stuff with shell voicings, okay? So you want to make sure you nail that A flat 7 though. So yeah, so you could do this and then this, right? You could even add the G flat in there, right? To give it a dominant sound. You could here's one thing. So the thing about the left hand is you can start combining different methods we've talked about, like the shell voicings plus guide tones, right? So what would that look like in this case, especially in the 2/5s? So that 2/5-1 with E flat and A flat, you can do like the E flat as a shell voicing, right? And then you can just do A flat 7 as guide tones, and then you get a really defined sound and defining what the chord is in that section. But also you get a good voice leading, right? Because the notes move. This D flat moves down to C, and then this just comes up to G flat. Maybe that's not really stepwise motion, but the point is, you're getting the definition of the chord while actually not having to play the full chord. And that's really important because later on you're gonna start noticing that when you play voicings on the piano, you don't want to have them all clustered up on your left hand because down there the notes start to get a little muddy due to the range. Yeah, so you want to like make sure you spread out the voicings on your piano. All right. Cool. So I think that just needs work on with the shell voicings. That's the main thing you should do this week with this. Did I give you the ballad already?
I think you did.
I think we should probably look at that.
No, okay.
Though that is a pretty cool exercise thing you got. Is it the 12 bebop scales?
No, it's the blue scales.
Oh, blue scales, nice. Really good to know. Chelsea Bridge, yes. All right. So, let's see. Did you try that one at all? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna talk about a couple important voicing things that's gonna help you have a better understanding of what it is exactly I want you to do with this. So one, 3, 5, and 7. So in jazz, this is like your standard 4-note scale degree chord. You know, sometimes you'll have a 6 chord, so instead of a 7, you'll have a 6 in here. But for the most part, that's like the standard chord. Scale degrees that you use. So it can be like major 7, minor 7, half diminished, all that stuff. So point is, there's certain things about let me write the chord qualities. Actually, that's going to be really important. So major, minor is 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. Then you have diminished.
1, 3 flat, 5 flat, 7 flat.
Yes. That'd be half diminished. So yes. Good job with that. Also known as minor 7 flat 5 chord. Yeah. So very good. Diminished chords are a little different because they don't contain that 7th. They contain a 6 instead. Yes, fully diminished chords. That is. I guess a like a more classically trained person would disagree and say that's a diminished 7 though. So you can think of it as however you would like to think about it. It's 2 ways. You can either think of it as the classical way, which you say this is a diminished 7th, because this would be a minor 7th, major 7th. So major 7th, minor 7th, diminished 7th. The way I think about it is I just think of this as all minor thirds, minor third, minor third, minor third. So I don't really consider it like a 7th per se, but it's up to you how you'd like to view it as. I'll just put like that, just so so you can see both ways. Okay. What else? So we have diminished, augmented. Well, for now, I don't think augmented would.
I don't understand augmented.
Yeah. Well, let's do that because I think there might be. Yes, that's right. And
Is the 7th a sharp too?
no, the 7th could be normal. It could either be major or it could be flat 7. It just depends on what type of augmented chord you want. Yeah. So, okay. We have reached all the chord qualities. So, the reason why I made a distinction in here between half diminished and diminished is that in jazz music, there's a very important distinction when picking what notes out of the chord you're gonna highlight. So we'll get to this in a minute, but for now, let's start off with like the more simpler ones with major and minor. So with chords in general, for all these chords and qualities.
The 3 and the 7th are the most important notes of the chord.
Good job. Very proud that you remembered that. Yeah, man. All right. So now with knowing that information, we can start making a little graph for ourselves of what are some possible ways we can voice these chords. So let me make this graph here. So I'll make this bigger once I erase all of this and we get into Chelsea Bridge. But so let me put 1, 7. This could also be a 6 or a 5. The 5 category, and then 3. Okay, so what is it that I have there? So when you're creating a voicing and for a chord, and this is just like creating like a standard voicing, right? We're not gonna talk about like rootless voicing and all that other stuff. For now, we're just gonna kind of just stick to what we know so far and build on top of that. So we've talked about shell voicings. So shell voicings can be like a good starting point to start figuring out how to play chords in different ways that help you play the melody on top of them. Because it can be challenging if you just approach it without having like a way of guiding yourself. So what I have here is 1 and 7. So that's a shell already. So that's your standard. Then on your right hand, you're going to put the 3rd of the chord. Right. And then you have all your other fingers available to you to play the melody note, which happens during that chord, right? So sometimes though, you'll find that the melody note is maybe one of these, like maybe like it's the 7th, right? As happens with Chelsea Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
You see that A major right there, I'm sorry, that A note, that's the 7th of the B flat minor major 7. So you end up with this case of like, wait, I already have the 7th in the melody, meaning you can pick another note for your left hand instead of the 7th. So,
6.
well, you could do 6. The reason I have 6 here is because I'm just leaving that there to remember in case you have to find a 6 chord.
Oh.
But ideally, you could sub it in for the 5 instead, right? Good. And then you could play the 3rd. That's the melody note, right? And then you could play the 3rd with your thumb, you see? There you go. You have a nice voicing that reflects the melody. So it's a bit of
Oh,
like.
the 7th is in the A flat. So it's this one.
Yes,
And I have to
exactly.
play the 3rd, so this. So all I have is this.
Nice. And you want to make it a minor 3rd, right? Because A flat minor major 7. Good. There you go.
It's the same thing, right?
Yep.
So it's still that, and then it's still this.
D flat, because it's minor chord.
Oh, this one's just the 3rd.
Right. So now you have the 3rd in the melody. You need your 7th though, so you can do that in your left hand.
And that's an A. No, wait.
A flat, yes. Nice.
So, I already have the 7th, and I need the 3rd. This is G.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, it has the 1.
Right. So with the 1, it's okay if it's doubled 4 now. We won't really worry about that, and you can just put 7 in there. Yeah, there you go.
And then there's another 1, so it's the same thing. Wait, does the 3rd always have to be above the melody note?
Usually, yes. I won't say all the time. The only reason is because remember what I talked about earlier, when you get down into the left hand, the registers
It
can get...
starts getting muddy.
Yes. So usually for your left hand, you don't want to play... It depends on where you play on the piano, obviously, right? Because your left hand can sometimes be up in more like towards the middle sweet spot. But there's a thing in piano called like the zone of like where like your voicings are always going to sound pretty solid. And that lies right about here. So anything with
big.
yeah, it's not that big, right? So right within that zone, you can sometimes get away with playing like the 3rd, right? But a 5th is gonna resonate much more down there. So for now, I would say only play the 3rd in your left hand if you have to. And once you get bigger, you become your hands get bigger, you will actually be able to do this very common thing in piano that jazz pianists do, which is having a 10th, which is the 3rd is the...
I can reach.
You can reach a 10th?
I can reach until a 9.
Oh, you're almost there. You'll have like, so you know how people have like little marks on the wall on how they grow?
Yeah.
You'll probably have marks for your hand on how far you can stretch.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, you're very close to that. Yeah, so you know, that's something you can't really control right now. But once you're bigger, I'm sure you'll be able to do it. So with that voicing I'm talking about though, you'll be able to play the 3rd here and have a lot more room to play the 7th here with other stuff. You'll have more options at your service. So, for example, right, you could do something like...
Wait, isn't the 10th just the 3rd? Isn't the 10th just the 3rd?
Yeah.
Higher?
Yes, exactly. Like this voicing I'm doing right now. This, my left hand I have B flat, D flat, and then on my right hand I just have F and A. Alright, anyways, but yeah. So, is this making sense so
it's
far?
listening to the song, right?
Uh-huh.
And then once it got to this part, it just, I don't know where it went.
Oh, okay. So we can follow along if you'd like. Remind me to do that before we leave, actually. So we'll continue with this for now. Okay, cool. So all of this is pretty cool. So you're gonna eventually. So for now, we're gonna just keep it with like 4 voices on piano. So four notes. So 2 on the left, 2 on the right. And yeah, play it again. Let's see how it sounds. Wait a minute. For your A flat, you forgot to. Oh, yeah, never mind. You're right. My bad. I was looking at it wrong. There you go. You're right. Yeah. Third. B. You're 7. Yeah.
Where's G? Did I do a G?
G flat, right? Because it's minor. You want to have the 7th in there. You might wanna put the 3rd there in the left hand actually. So D flat F.
No, D, F.
Yeah, but up high an octave. Yes. And do you see how it has 6?
Yes, so that means it's
There you go. Good job. I would take out the 5th of the chord. I'll just play this. Oh. That, you see? Play. D flat F. And then 6 and melody. Right hand. With your right hand, play B flat and D flat. Right, because that's, yes, like that. So, the only reason why I'm making a bigger deal about it, about like what notes I want you to pick for the chords and just sticking the best you can to just 4 notes in the chord, is because this is a very important scale to start developing, especially since you're starting out, because it's sort of gonna give you, once you start practicing this way more often, you'll start finding really interesting ways to play chord voicing and play the melody with the chord. And it's even going to help your left hand, believe it or not, when you're soloing. Like for example with 4, right? I told you earlier in class to work on your this week to work on your shell voicings. Yes, shell voicings, and mixing that with your diatoms and stuff we've done. And when you're doing this right now, you're like going through it mathematically, and you're sort of like being like, okay, here's the 1, the 3, the 7, all that stuff. Because now that you're like gonna start to do this, you're gonna start being like, well, if I'm gonna solo, right, like so what I did there, where my left hand was just like outlining the necessary stuff I needed just to highlight the chord. And once you like start doing this, you're gonna eventually be able to get to like the really cool part, which is like you start getting into like all these like rootless voicings and like movements on the piano, right? Like for example, like this, like what is this? I have an F sharp, a B flat, a C, E, and an A. That's like, what? What is that? But that's a rootless voicing for a D9 chord. Yeah, a D chord. So. And then, right, that could resolve to like this. So stuff like that. But you know, you have to start somewhere before you get there. Because if I were to show you this right now, out of context, it might be like, that's strange. What is that, right? So yeah. Anyways, so what I want you to do this week with this is just work with this method. And if you have to write it out and then like on a piece of paper, there's nothing wrong with that. Go for that because you want to be very methodical with how you do this, okay? All right, so do you have any questions about this and how it relates to Chelsea Bridge?
Nope, I wrote it down in the.
Awesome.
In this.
Good. Okay, so before I erase this, I'm gonna go over the half diminished and diminished thing because this is actually pretty important. So whenever you have a half diminished chord, which I don't think you have one in here. Yeah, there's not one in this ballad, but in other ones you'll definitely find one.
Flat 9 sharp 5.
Where?
Here.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much a B altered chord. Actually, try to find the notes for that.
B.
Well, you're playing B flat.
Oh, I forgot what it
Good. What?
Sharp 5.
Okay.
No.
Yes. Yeah, that's dominant. And then with your right hand, you can play the flat 9.
I play the D sharp here.
Okay.
And what? Where am I playing this? Oh. I don't understand anything. Oh, it already has the 5th here.
Right.
And I play the D sharp.
There you go. Nice job. You got it. So, as I was going to say, the half diminished stuff, you always want to highlight the flat 5. The flat 5 becomes a super important chord tone, including the flat 3 and the flat 7. Like these 3 notes are a must-have when you have a half diminished chord. Because the flat 5 is so specific to giving it that half diminished sound that the importance is raised. But that's the only instance in which 5 is really necessary, yeah. And with augmented chords too, right? Like you do want to like highlight that augmented sound as well. But with like major, minor, the 5 is like not really that important. You can drop it always. You want to give priority to the 3, 7, and then the 1 if possible. Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, that was all I was gonna do with that. So great job. All right. So with that being said, let's check out transcription. Okay. We'll listen to it. So.
If you're finally ready to take a trip without the kids.
Alright, well.
I don't think I have those.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
Hope not.
play the part that goes after that happens. No. And then it goes. Yeah. B flat, E flat, yeah. Right. Alright, so let's try that part again. Yeah.
Let me sing it now.
Yeah. E, no, D, E flat, E. There you go. Let's try that again. Alright, so. I think that's what it might be. So, there's a part I want you to review, and that is the part that. Yeah, you do that. So listen to that part without playing it. Let me play it again. It's just three notes. That's why it's always good to have a teacher or somebody check your transcriptions. Even I still have my, cause funny enough, I have a teacher. I still have my teacher check my transcriptions when I do them. It's always good to have a second pair of ears listen. Cause like sometimes when you're transcribing, it happens to me a lot. I get into my head and then I'm like second guessing myself at times when it's something like really like fast and the recording quality is like really bad and then it just sounds like a big blur and those are like, what is that? B flat. F major. Oh, it's this. Close. Right, and then you can just figure that little last part on your own over the week, okay? So, yeah. Alright, cool. We've made a little bit of progress with that. So, as I continue, oh man, I left the sheet music I wanted to show you at home. It's okay. I'll bring it next class. I have a couple of things I wanted you to play for me. Okay, they're gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4.
Then it's an A flat, yes.
Can you play those?
D. 7. Oh, that's not D7. Then a 9. Then it's flattened.
Yeah, nice. You might want to.
Well, the 7th.
Yeah, you want to use both hands for this one. Okay. Whoa. There you go. That's it. And then G minor 7.
And then it's G minor 7. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's a good way to play. All right. Try to play along with this.
It's never a good sign. Okay, so it's. Oh, I don't need to use both hands. Start.
Not yet. Guess what song that was?
Chelsea Bridge.
No, I can't blame you for trying to think it's Chelsea Bridge. No, it's not.
Donnelly.
No, it's a song of mine that I played with my
You
band.
made it?
Yeah, thank you. And I was playing that solo there. It was a little synth solo I took.
Like the simples too.
Huh?
Like the
Oh, that was
too?
yeah. Everything my band was playing.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna show you some of the music I've written because I think it'd be pretty cool if I don't know. I got a student of mine to like play some of it. Yeah. So this is a very simple chord loop, but I like that you started using that inversion in there. That was pretty smooth. Good job with that. I'll sometimes just like bring lead sheets and just give you random ones so that you can practice like using them on the spot, because that's when a lot of the times it'll happen that you might just have to play something on the spot and you just have to be able to pull it out. Yeah. All right. Good job, my man. Killing it. I'll see you next Saturday. All right. So three main things: shell voicings.
Shell voicings, Chelsea Bridge, and transcription.
Yes. Good job. Man, it's sunny now, kind of.
Is that time already?
Yeah, I know, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Flies by.
I gotta put more wide angle last time. I think I cut your head off.
We had a pretty good class today.
All right.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna be working on next?
Transcription, shell voicings, and Chelsea Bridge.
Yes, and Chelsea Bridge has a very specific way he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it with 4-note voicings, melody on top, and he knows the whole process. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Outstanding. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna be playing some beautiful stuff pretty soon.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
We'll see you next week.
Yes, next week. See you, my man.
All right.
See you. Take care.
Madame. This is beautiful, huh?
He makes music.
Oh?
Yeah.
What sort of music? Well, jazz, of course, right?
Yeah, Dad. Come on, focus in. He has a band, Dad. Come on.
Okay.
Lock in, Dad.
I thought.
Come on, lock in.
All right. Weren't we supposed to go see them or something?
Yeah, it's on May though.
May. Oh, I thought it was April. Oh, that's a great picture. That's a great picture. Yeah. Nice. Trying to get your whole body in there. Beautiful. All right, let's get the hell out of here.